champion and last year's runner-up, Mekhi Lewis.
You're absolutely right. Alex Faison is the most underappreciated wrestler on NC State teams. No one really knows who he is except for the NC State room. But he's going against our returning national champion. Mekhi Lewis is the most heavily favored top seed at the ACC tournament.
Here comes Lewis, the 2019 NCAA champion. What a run it was to the championship for Mekhi Lewis that year. He beat Marinelli, beat Evan Wick, took down Vincenzo Joseph to earn the Hokies' first ever national championship. He was so close last year, ended up as the runner-up, losing to Carter Starace in a tiebreaker 6-5. Lewis trying to bring Virginia Tech an ACC title, and a little bit later on in Tulsa, the program's second national championship. One thing watching Lewis throughout the years, he is a master of the counter offense. You better be prepared. If you fire the initial shot, you know that Lewis is coming right back at you.
What we see more in this tournament is not just his counter offense, which we all know about, but he's done a lot of fakes. Fakes to get his opponent moving, and then as soon as they get out of position, he goes to a shot.
Lewis's only loss this year was in the desert in Vegas to Mekhi Labriola, lost in sudden victory. That's been the only blemish for Mekhi this season.
One thing you see about Faison, he's staying in his stance. Even though he's getting pulled around and Mekhi has very good lateral motion, Faison is staying in a good stance.
Yes, sir.
Faison is a local product, Whispering Pines, North Carolina. His 5th year competing for NC State. It's been a tough lineup to crack, but he finally has. Struggled at the start of the year to make weight, so he bumped from 165 to 174. Actually switched spots with Matty Singleton, the freshman, who we saw earlier today. And ever since that move to this new weight, Faison has just taken off.
Faison's doing a good job of closing the gap by forcing an underhook. And you see Mekhi's getting a little stutter step. He's getting a little face in there. Soon enough, he's going to fake and then create a shot. So you see once again how Faison is keeping a good stance. How do you get someone out of a good stance? You fake like that. You take a stutter step to get him to move. He's just timing it. These are called little data moves. Data. As he fakes, he's seeing how is Faison responding. He's done it for three times his first period.
They'll process that information, use it a little bit later on, deeper into the second and third periods. 40 seconds, period 1, no score.
Fingers, get out of it, stay out of it.
I love it. I love the fact just faking it and pumping it. You don't see much happening, but it's accumulating.
Improve it. Stop.
Stalemate. We go back to the feet. 13 seconds here in this first period. Mekhi Lewis looking over at his corner.
For you new fans, stalemate means that there's no improvement between the two wrestlers, so the referee stops it and says, let's start fresh.
There was so much buildup to today's ACC championship just because of the parity in the conference this year. 3 teams sharing the regular season dual title, and as a result, it's a new championship record crowd. 3,800 plus, 3,834 the official number. It's a sellout inside Reynolds. They always travel from Blacksburg, and they're hoping that they will win some ACC titles tonight in this hostile environment that still is a sea of red and white. Quick point, first one of the match, and it is 1-0 Mekhi Lewis.
What I'd like to see is Mekhi from his stutter step and his fakes actually commit. Fake and then commit to a shot. The longer that someone that's really not expected to win stays in a match, the confidence starts to build that I'm in here with the returning national champion. Someone's going for their 3rd ACC championship. And what does Mekhi have to do? He has to try his best to create more offense.
Center it.
Talked about Lewis looking for his 3rd ACC title. Faison in. But Lewis able to clear the leg.
And that's a confidence shot right there. A confidence shot, meaning that, hey, I got in on him. Okay, I'm feeling it. The fans are starting to get behind him. This is how confidence builds. Now, we all know that it's very difficult to finish on Mekhi, but the fact that he got to his leg and it kind of lifted it a little bit has to show some type of belief that Faison can get in.
Work through that. Work through it.
You can't overstate the importance of the home crowd. The home crowd influences the officials. I don't care what the officials say. I don't listen to the crowd. You absolutely do. And that may help to get a stall call, but also the adrenaline. When you need something to push a little more, the loudness of the crowd can help you get there. And it's only 1-0, and Faison was supposed to get blown out.
Stop. Stalemate. Fingers, guys.
Well, the volume inside is certainly going to continue to increase if this tight battle continues, which it looks like it will into the 3rd period. It'll be Faison's choice to start the 3rd. The escape by Lewis has been it. A 1-0 lead for Mekhi Lewis, but here's the one shot that we saw Faison go to in the 2nd.
He got in, and then he got to his feet and lifted the leg up in the air. That is something very difficult for people to do against Mekhi. Now, Mekhi got out of it, but the fact is, he was there.
Red, stay set. Top cover.
Now, Mekhi has made a real...
Go green. Go green.
Mekhi's done a real good job to get better at top, but Faison got out in a very short amount of time. It's 1-1, 3rd period. Mekhi, national champion.
Get out of it.
Faison trying to make a name for himself.
Collar tie here by Faison. Both wrestlers forehead to forehead. They reposition in the center. Neither wrestler yet to get offense on the feet. Tied at 1. Faison trying to get to his left arm underhook. Mekhi Lewis clears it away.
Keep the hands clear.
More pep in the step right now by Faison.
Yep. You're absolutely
Get
right.
out of him.
Starting to believe. And Mekhi wants to shut it down. I'm just not seeing Mekhi shoot. He's faking, he's moving. Want to see him get in on a shot. See, there it is. That's a fake shot. He's got to fake and actually shoot to get into the official's head. Just a fake's not going to get to the official's head. A fake and then a shot gets into the official's head to say, hey, ref, I'm doing the work here.
Mekhi Lewis always has such a great feel, and it's going to be interesting to see when does he feel the urgency to really take that one first true shot. 30 seconds to go here in this 3rd period.
And Faison's done a good job of kind of holding center. He hasn't been on the outside. He's been able to circle where the ACC is on the mat, right where the white letters are. He's staying right in the middle, presenting himself. And he's shooting again. And that's the reshot. Confidence. He shot, and usually Mekhi is very good at the reshot, but Faison kicked out of it. Hey, we're going overtime. Why not?
Our first overtime here tonight. It is sudden victory. If you're new to the sport, 2 minutes up on the clock. First one to score wins. If nothing is settled in these 2 minutes, we go to 2 30-second tiebreakers.
You're right, it's the first points. It doesn't matter how it comes. It could be a takedown, it could be an illegal hold. It could be unsportsmanlike conduct. It's just points. Faison is doing a good job of staying center. And once again, staying in a good stance.
Action in there.
Uh-oh. You can't overstate what's happened here. You sense that Faison is starting to expose himself a little more. He's starting to think that, hey, I might have a shot at winning this. I got control in the duel meet, but I think I have a shot here.
And conversely, the trap on the other side for that is with Mekhi Lewis, he might be going into his trap.
Right. And so Faison has got to be careful here because once again, we said it, that Mekhi Lewis is very good at re-attacks, re-shots, counter-offense. But it seems like he's shut down a little bit. You see Faison still stalking him. You don't want to go to the tiebreakers. Faison is walking him down. Nothing yet. Faison needs to go back to the shot, but he's got to be careful. He has to be careful if he wants to shoot on Mekhi, because it doesn't take much for Mekhi because he's so lightning quick on his rear attacks with counter offense.
Work through it. Work through it.
20 seconds to go in this sudden victory. There's a shot by Faison. Bobbled up efficiently from Lewis. Lewis holding position. Both wrestlers taking a moment to look over at the clock. And we will go into two 30-second tiebreakers. How about this?
Let's talk about
174.
30-second tiebreakers. Both wrestlers get a chance to wrestle 30 seconds. You want to score and continue to wrestle because after the first 30 seconds, the other wrestler gets choice of being top, bottom, or neutral.
Stay set. Top cover.
Quick stand up. Lewis. Prompt mat return. Faison. Lewis springs right back up to his feet. Faison still with control. Chips him right back down. And finally, Lewis is away. But it's 14 seconds of riding time for Faison. And out of bounds they go.
Now let's remember now, Mekhi Lewis has one stall call against him. Faison, we said this, Sean, the longer he stays in this match, the more confidence he's getting. So now, this is what has to happen. Faison has to get out. And if he gets out, he has to get out in less than 14 seconds to have the biggest upset in the ACC. And Reynolds is getting behind him. They got to fix the clock. The clock says 1 minute and 30 seconds. This is what happens when you give someone confidence, when they start believing, and when the crowd starts believing. They are believing that Alex Faison can really beat Mekhi. But Mekhi has made a point to get better on top, but Faison got out very quickly before.
All right, critical stretch right here. Stand up, Faison, Lewis. Trying to ride out here in this tiebreaker. Brings Faison back. Hits a Granby near the edge. Lewis stays with him. And now a scramble ensues.
This is a national champion here. This is national championship type of... Look at this guy. His name is Mekhi Lewis. He will not give this up. Making a statement, he will ride someone out to win in the tiebreaker. A little kick there. A little we don't like each other. Words. This is ACC. Oh, they don't like each other. They don't like each other. Mekhi Lewis told him you can't get out. They push each other. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Championship medal right here by the national champion. I love wrestling. I love wrestling.